I'm just sorry reading this on this website.
Well, you could do it. Let's do it real fast, and then we'll move on.
All right.
We're on in Buffalo on the edge.
On the edge.
We've replaced an old friend of mine, so it's a little weird. I'm not going to lie to you, it's a little weird.
It's radio. That's how it works in the way. The big boys have to understand that's how radio works. We've been screwed plenty of times, believe me. We've been thrown off the air. Don't worry about it. You gotta suck it up like a big boy and move on.
We're taking over the radio world, and people are getting hurt in the process.
Sorry.
And the Buffalo move's a little weird for me because back in the day, I worked with Shred. I consider ourselves still friends, even though we're not in touch as much as we used to be.
Well, we don't know who
I don't think
put
there was
this website out.
No, I know. I don't think there's any hard feelings between him and I. But Citadel thought it would be in their best interest to put us on in mornings in Buffalo and move Shred and Reagan to afternoons, which is a great opportunity for those guys, which could lead, to be honest with you, to some nice syndication possibilities.
Exactly.
But it's a little awkward because, like I said, we started together back in Buffalo many, many years ago.
I'm not going to sit here and pat ourselves on the back either. But do these people assume that every radio personality's name is put in a giant hat and then one is picked out and they get to do mornings all over the country and take over for Jack Off that went to satellite and David Lee Roth that replaced them and stuff, and then pick up markets one after another? It's just like luck. You got to do a show. You do a show that people enjoy, that gets numbers, and then you expand as a show. That's just the way it works. And that's what we're doing.
We're actually on in Bangladesh now.
Yeah. Bangladesh.
Right.
So apparently somebody got a website together.
It's been brought to our attention, and I'm hearing another one of my friends in Buffalo radio is actually promoting this website, and God, I hope that's not true.
No friends in radio.
And that's why I won't even say the name or anything. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt, but man, I hope it's not true.
Check up on this.
If someone could get audio of that, wow, that would be very, very disappointing.
Here's another person, by the way, who is in charge of this site, I guess, because he's got the letter that he's got on his website, who thinks he represents everybody.
Another guy representing everybody.
Self-important idiot that thinks he represents everybody, because it starts Citadel Communications executives, comma, on behalf of a large majority of radio listeners in the Western New York region. Right there, on behalf of, you are now speaking on behalf of a large majority of radio listeners.
This is
you
the
self-important douche.
This is the problem in America, by the way.
It's the internet.
These special interest groups.
It's not even a special interest group. This is a guy.
He's trying to start his own special. Yeah, but there's other ones that are taken very seriously, and they're just one guy.
Yeah. This is a douchebag with a blog, and he's representing a large majority of radio listeners. Not even people that used to listen to the station that don't like us, that left. He's representing a large majority of the radio listeners in the Western New York region.
They all got together and elected.
They elected this ass as their spokesperson. You're a nobody. Fade back into obscurity when we're done reading your drivel, jackass.
Oh, no. Watch what we do after we read this letter.
Well, then the pests take over.
Yeah, we got a special surprise for this guy who signs his name, Board Morning Commuter.
Yeah, good way to stay anonymous.
Faggot.
Oh, they'll find out who you are, believe me. If you registered this website, it's over, Johnny. The pests are roaches. They crawl behind your walls. They'll find out everything about you, you ass. On behalf of a large majority, blah, blah, blah. It is our request, that we protest the recent changes to the WEDG 103.3 schedule.
The Edge.
Specifically, the importation of Opie and Anthony and the time bump of the Shred and Reagan show. As a longtime dedicated listener to the SNR morning show and residents of WNY,
this guy
Western New York,
a lot. He's a real
it needs
age.
to be. He is.
CS.
It needs to be understood that the following should have been taken into consideration before making this change, and here is the following. Opie and Anthony target a national audience with national news stories and don't care about Buffalo and its listeners. We don't care.
Well,
we almost
me.
went to jail for you people.
Yeah, exactly.
We gave you T&A
With O&A.
and it rocked.
It really did. It was,
Ask anybody that didn't go to jail that day.
it was the greatest radio promotion Buffalo has ever seen.
The majority wishes to be it to be heard loud and clear that the true beauty of Shred and Reagan is their ability to bring Western New York happenings because they are one of us. They know what it means to try to merge off the 33 and why Niagara Falls is one hell of a police blotter.
They're not doing the police blotter.
They have given us many comical mornings through the years, only to have it pulled as they climb to the top of morning ratings here in Buffalo. We, as ex-listeners,
Oh, no!
to the 103.3 Morning Show, choose not to support this decision and will continue to keep our CDs and non-Citadel-based radio stations playing throughout our morning commutes. This guy's going to make sure he's going to knock on everyone's window.
Do you think that people, when they're tuning in, go, is that Citadel or is it C? No one cares who owns it.
If they're laughing, they don't give a crap where it's coming from.
And we make people laugh.
Radio from Mars, if it was funny, would be highly rated
Or
and
even
regarded.
Jupiter.
Never Jupiter. I hate them.
That's right. It's the first three letters you don't like. Go ahead.
We believe that the assumed alteration is unnecessary, and with great dissatisfaction.
That's right.
The satisfaction, yeah.
I, Rich Voss, and with great dissatisfaction, both to us as former listeners and to your pending business numbers, we hope you reevaluate your decision. Sincerely, and in bold type, bored morning commuters.
And then it has a section.
Sign the petition here with a little link to click on right after you read that manifesto.
Well,
You ass.
I like the fact, and I don't know Shred and Reagan. They might do a great show. I really don't know these guys at all.
I've met him over the years, and I've been friends with Shred for many years, and no problems. No problems where I sit.
I like when he goes, they know what it means to try to merge off the 33.
Yeah.
Do you know when I'm listening to radio, I never care if they've ever merged onto the same roads I have. Ever.
I'm going to get some, I got to pump up some ratings here in New York. If you'll excuse me for a minute. Isn't that Queens Boulevard LIE ramp a bitch?
Dude, upper or lower level?
Come on, what do you do?
Ah!
Sometimes the upper level has construction, and even the lower level of the Queensboro is just packed.
But then you go to the lower level, and it's crowded too.
And don't get me started on the BQE Gowanus merge, because that thing, when is it ever going to be finished,
They
people?
probably never.
And can we ever drive through there without a complete traffic jam? And the belt during rush? Both ways. Are people coming to work or going to work?
Can't tell.
You can't tell. Both sides are crowded. There we go. Holy jeez, the New York numbers are shooting up because I'm talking traffic. You idiot!
Here's the deal. Here is the deal, because a lot of people like to hide in radio, okay? Here's a message.
Where are you, Ant? Where'd you
happened?
go?
I'm hot.
Oh, Ant, stop. He didn't mean it.
What happened?
I hid.
Why?
It was coincidence. You said a lot of people like to hide in radio,
Oh.
just as I was hiding.
How about bringing the local flavor?
Here's the deal, and I want the O&A Pest on this mission. I want this to get back to Shred and Reagan. If you have a problem with us doing mornings and you guys being moved to afternoon drive, you call this radio show, and we'll discuss it.
We'll discuss
more-
it like gentlemen.
No more hiding and maybe having secret emails going back and forth. Or
By angry commuters.
or saying things in code on your show. I say this today. If you have a problem with this move, I want to hear from you personally.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's another DJ at the Edge that is promoting this website, I want him to call this show too and tell me what the problem is. No more hiding. It's in the open. Let's go. Let's talk about it.
In the meantime, what was the
Let's
website?
talk about it. Now you're in a tough position. Do you talk about it or not?
Yeah.
Do you call us or not? Is it a problem or is it not a problem? And for the pest, the website is fixtheedge.com. Push the button!
Fixtheedge.com. There's a little link there where you can sign the petition thing and add a comment.
Here's the thing. Nobody
There's
cares.
some comments on here.
Well, here's the deal. Before you read the comments,
Yeah.
destroy the website.
Yeah.
That's what I say today. Destroy the website. Make it known we're not effing around. Watch what the O&A pest can do. FixTheEdge.com is going bye-bye.
And get info, guys. We know the pests are very resourceful. Find out everything you can about this website, who set it up, and give us the intel.
There's a lot of pests.
Oh, my God. The pests are hysterical.
It's all pests signed it.
Lonesome Golfer is a name.
My favorite, the 181st signature, little sack of nothing. I feel bad for the two guys. Maybe we can all get together and work this out August 26th at the PNC Bank Arts Center in Hometown, New Jersey. Bunch of
Celine Dion checked in. Get Shred and Reagan a kayak to help them with their show. Bring in O&A so they can just touch them.
Well, they only have 181 signatures, and most are from our listeners. So you're failing miserably, whoever's hiding behind this website.
Great job.
And whoever has a problem with us moving to mornings on the Edge, you could call right now. Right now, you can call and we'll talk this over.
Scott from
Stop
Modesto.
hiding.
No hiding. Oh, Scott from...
Blueberries signed it. Yep, that's what I like.
Uh-oh, now we're in trouble. If we lose Blueberries... Blueberries.
All right, we want to do Molly Grows Up, but now we had to get into this.
The pests are such complete asses.
Death Metal Mo writes, I just wanted to say I love O&A, have no idea who Shred and Reagan are, and that my armpits smell outstanding. Bunch of asses listen to this show.
Let her rip.
Let her rip. Have fun with this little website.
Nobody cares about petitions. When upper brass makes a decision, it's like when a girl leaves you for a hotter guy, and you're not getting her back.
Oh, boy.
You guys are the hot chicks coming in.
Thanks, boss.
Upper brass?
Yeah.
That was great.
Rich, that's like saying bigwigs. Upper brass.
Well, what do you say? What else would you
I
call
don't know.
it?
But it's,
Forget it. We're so late.
Oh,
Just
come on.
Let it drop, because we got to get to Molly Grows Up. We never get to anything on this show. Well, we could do the Heather Mills, because that's a quickie, before we take a break, and then we could do Molly Grows Up, okay?
Okay.
What are you laughing at?
Just reading how people are spelling Jupiter because of Jimmy's comment.
But you guys got an open invite there in Buffalo. You have a problem with the move, and you work for the Edge, you call us, and we'll discuss it. Stop hiding.
Mm-hmm.
Stop hiding. We'll discuss it.
Stop it.
A quick update before we move on. It's the Opie and Anthony Show, by the way. FixTheEdge.com is getting killed.
we are, me and Anthony I'm over the shoulder reading these.
Oh, my God. The pests are
When
hysterical.
we get to XM, we're going to read a lot of these, I think, but it's kind of hard to do here on terrestrial. There are some funny names and funny posts, man.
They're slamming them. They're well over 500 total signatures now.
It was 181 when we started.
Just minutes ago was just over 100, and now some of their comments and the names that they're using are hysterical. Hi, Daddy. And the pests, very resourceful, have already found the guy's name, address, phone number that runs this site. So I guess we can send him an invitation if he wants to come on the show and discuss it like a human, and discuss the fact that he's representing all listeners in Western New York.
And for anyone at the Edge that has a problem with this move, you could call the show right now. Stop hiding. Let's discuss this, okay?
Yep.
Dan in Buffalo, what's going on? Dan. Dan in Buffalo.
Dan?
Hello.
Yeah, what's up?
What's the beef with Shredder Reagan?
I don't have any
No-
beef with
no
Shred and
beef.
Reagan.
No beef.
Shred has the utmost respect for you guys, and you guys say you don't have a problem with them, and then you turn around and say if they got a problem, be a man and call you guys up.
No, he
What
said
did
whoever
we
has the
say?
problem.
What did we
That's
say?
not
You're-
what we said.
You're a not listening ass.
We're talking about a website called FixTheEdge.com.
Why don't you listen, Dan? You're a jackass. You're not even listening to what we're saying.
I listen to everything that you say.
No, then you heard wrong, you jerk off. Listen to me.
Jerk off.
Yeah,
Yes, you're a
jerk off.
jerk off.
You're a jerk
We're gonna
off.
see who's jerk offs. Why don't you guys bring your little comedy show to Buffalo and see what happens?
We will.
What are you going to try to beat us up?
What are you going to do,
No,
Dan?
come to it.
faggot?
What are you going to do, Dan?
What are you going to do, Dan, if we come to Buffalo with our comedy show? In between the laughs, you're going to try to punch us in the face? Is that it, Dan? Or are you just
you
all
got your
talk?
best, Shredder
Are you all
Reagan's got
talk?
their best.
Are you all talk?
I'm not no talk.
I'm not old Duck.
I'm not all talk.
What's your problem with the show, Dan?
I don't have no problem with your show. I like your show, but I do miss my morning show in Buffalo.
Well,
Okay.
obviously, a lot of people are missing their morning show in Buffalo. They were on the air for what over a decade. We've been on what a week, 2 weeks. Of course, people are missing.
And that isn't even the point. The point is you weren't listening because we weren't trashing
listen to
Shred and
everything.
Reagan.
There's something going on. There's something going on in Buffalo. We want to get to the bottom
Ope
of
was
it.
talking about someone disconnected from their show. If you want us to break the 318th wall, not either one of those guys. He wanted to know if somebody else was involved who he didn't want to name out of courtesy in case it wasn't.
Yeah, because he's an old
Shut
he's an
your
old
dumb-
friend of mine, and I'm hearing that he's promoting this website. But I'm not gonna go after him until I get my info.
And he
right.
wasn't talking about Shred and Reagan. And Dan, you listening? What's the website that we were talking about that's bashing us? What is it?
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't
said
know.
you were listening.
Because you're not listening. Holy Jesus Christ! I want to punch you in the face.
We gave out the website. What?
You are an ass.
Why don't you comb your hair, buddy?
Why aren't you?
Oh my God!
Hey, Dan,
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
name the website, faggot. You said you were listening.
You were
We gave
listening.
it out. Name the website.
Yeah, ghost.
Yeah,
Bro.
you're listening, all right. Shut up.
You're a dummy.
I'll see you on the stage at Darien Lake. All right, Dan.
Incoherent
I'll be looking
jerk
for
off.
you.
You're
What an
a
idiot.
girl.
Let's go to Chris. What's up, Chris?
What's going on, Owen?
Welcome aboard, Chris.
We didn't say anything bad about Shred and Reagan. Trust me.
No, it's idiots like that just like spread this crap around.
But I've been getting emails and other people that have gone to events, and there's things being said. So I want to see what's real and what's not. That's
Right.
what I'm getting at. And I'm
Clear
not-
it all up.
And I'm not going to mention the name of the DJ at the Edge because he's an old friend of mine, and out of respect for that, I'm not going to like start crap just in case it's all BS.
I understand.
But something is going on up there, and we're going to get to the bottom of it because we don't hide behind our computers. That's one reason why we're very successful. We don't hide.
I
If
know.
anyone up there at that station has a problem with us, you call us, and we'll discuss it.
Okay.
What's up, Chris?
Well, people don't like change. They've been here for over a decade, and you guys come on, and of course people are going to get pissed off. I mean,
Right.
I was upset when you guys came on because I love listening to them.
Yeah.
I'm giving you guys a chance, and you guys are all right, but they were stupid funny, and you guys are kind of excessively stupid, and I don't find it as funny as them.
All right, so then maybe you're not going to become a listener. What can I tell you?
Don't listen.
We'll get plenty of listeners in Buffalo. I guarantee that.
I guarantee that.
We already have a nice fan base up there, and we, from the last time.
That's right.
Keep listening, and maybe it'll grow on you. Right now, you're still in the I'm pissed off phase, or I'm not used to this phase. Give it a little time. Give it 2-3 years, and if it doesn't grab you, then maybe you should listen to something else.
How's the traffic on 33?
I'll take the 33.
All right, Chris.
I will listen to you guys, and I'll see what goes on.
All right, yeah, give us. That's all we ask is you give us a shot. That's all.
We are very,
can't
very funny.
We can't compete against a show that was on for over a decade. You got, not after a week anyway.
Yeah.
You got to give us a little time.
We actually have a funny contest we do here that we bring in a bunch of women, and you have to guess which one is pregnant by running at her and tackling.
Ooh, got to laugh at you. You know the deal, right? With our show, if you laugh, you got to send a check to us.
That's right.
Guy that owns the website. They just found his MySpace. So we get a picture of the guy and everything.
Because we're
Look
sick
at
of
this
people.
jackass.
We're sick of people that hide behind their computers. So fixtheedge.com is really screwed today.
If he I don't blame the guy for wanting Shred and Reggae. Those are his guys. That's cool. But I would respect him if he just used his real name more. I have this hatred of people who languish in anonymity.
Well, he's only got 4 comments. That'll change.
Oh no.
Oh boy, we'll be keeping close attention to this situation in Buffalo. All right, and and the invite is there. Stop the little secret conversations and the emails and the whispering at events and stuff. Let's get into it. What's the problem? We'll talk it out. We'll see if you have balls, or maybe there's no problem whatsoever. We'll see.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like a web update, too, on the Buffalo situation. I'd love to know what's going on.
Apparently,
we took out the website.
Yeah, the website has been...
The pests have taken it out.
Primary target destroyed.
FixTheEdge.com is in deep trouble right now. We got FixTheEdge.com, the pest, the One pest. And for the new listeners, you'll learn about the pest in time. But it came to our attention that some ass in Buffalo... Good morning, Buffalo, by the way.
Morning, Buffalo.
See, this is how our show works. We're now paying a lot of attention to Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
We were paying a lot of attention to Chicago last week. This is what we do. We don't just do a syndicated radio show. We pay very close attention to the markets we're in.
Tucson. Hi, Tucson.
New London, Connecticut.
New London, hey.
We haven't forgotten you. We just ignore the stations that have us in delay. Let's be honest.
What do you say, Rochester?
Hey, they're in delay.
I know.
No.
Can't acknowledge them.
Yeah.
Throw them a bone. They're going to be a big numbers grabber for us.
So this ass didn't like the changes at The Edge, the station we're on in Buffalo.
Yep.
Shred and Reagan did mornings for many, many years. And, of course, people aren't going to like change. We can't compete against a show right out of the box that's been on the air for many, many years.
No.
You know, because they have, about 10 years in the market doing mornings, maybe a little more. We have about a week.
Yeah.
So all we ask is you give us a shot. But right off the bat, this is not what I'm used to.
This isn't working. So I'm going to go on this website. This is what this guy did.
Right.
I'm going to go on this website and word it in a way that makes me sound like I represent everyone in Western New York.
We have a fan base in Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
We would like a bigger fan base in Buffalo.
Yeah. We were there.
And that's our goal.
We tore that place up.
That's right.
We know. And this guy words it like we in in Western New York, do not like these changes. Oh, who's this we? You're one guy, you put up a website, you're a fan of Shred and Reagan, that's fine. But then he's bashing us.
Right.
And saying that, we are a show that, pretty much sucks and we're not going to do well and reconsider your decision to do this.
Your blunder.
And he's got every right to do that, and we have every right to counter it.
With our pests.
With the pests who will just, are they the awful, despicable dregs of society are the pests of this program.
I was howling reading those posts yesterday and the names.
Some of the funniest stuff comes out of those idiots' brains.
The guy probably clicked on it and went, 600 hits. Wow, it's really picking up steam.
This is working.
Making some headway. It started out, he had he just broke the 100 post mark on his petition. He's going to get this petition signed and send it off to Citadel Broadcasting and really make a statement. Well, most of them were pests already. But then when we announced it, it went to thousands of posts, and it was all pests.
And just really, really funny stuff.
Using obscure lines from the show, using names that we used years ago in some bit.
Pat Barringer says.
Barringer turned up from the Mondo topless tape.
Old Gravy Leg had to chime in.
The art of the pest.
Yeah. And just
it is an art form to be a pest. The art of the pest.
Ridiculous comments. Were all inside jokes, lines from movies, lines from Full Metal Jacket and The Shining.
Doing mornings. No, their health doesn't allow it.
What? By the way, just to go off on a quick tangent, we almost blew up our careers yesterday. We had a guy shoot a gun live on our show on Pal Talk after we left you yesterday when we continued on XM. It got a little ugly.
Yeah.
He was pointing guns at the camera that we were watching him on.
Pal Talk camera. He was pointing his .45 at it.
It got a little nerve-wracking yesterday on the second half of the show.
It was fun.
Anyway, FixTheEdge.com is no more.
Yeah. Well, they seem to have changed his tune after the pest got his name, his name, address, phone number, the name, address, and phone number of the person and company that runs the actual site that he was just kind of borrowing a little piece of, like a friend had said, okay, you could use a piece of my site. And this guy had some kind of business on it, kind of pop-up banner business. And the pest put a stop to it so quickly by getting all this information and using it like they do in a pest-like fashion.
This local guy named Don, no, it isn't me, who is a big fan of Shred and Reagan, who is publicly asking management of The Edge to put Shred and Reagan back on in the morning by using an online petition, has taken down the petition following a request by management of The Edge, Citadel, which is The Edge's parent company. Basically, The Edge didn't like the fact that there was tension being caused between the fans of their AM Drive and PM Drive shows. Opie and Anthony fans are loving every minute of this. Shred and Reagan probably got their asses chewed out for not even doing anything. Gotta love corporate radio, obsessed fans, and the internet. All three make our world a very interesting and entertaining place to live. And then there's an update. Shred and Reagan addressed the issue of the FixTheEdge.com issue. Tom Reagan said, and I quote, "There's no war between us and O&A. Shred and Reagan thought the petition was funny. They love the listener support, but don't want a battle between the fans of Shred and Reagan and Opie and Anthony." Shred and Reagan also talked about how O&A discussed the online petition during their show this morning. Evil Jim, Shred and Reagan producer, said there is nothing bad going on between the two shows. Reagan summarized it as a misunderstanding, and Shred said he wants to talk to Opie since the two of them used to work together on the Fox back in the day. He also said Opie changed his phone number, and Shred doesn't have the new number. Shred, you know that's not true. My cell phone is the same, buddy. I don't know. What does it say here? All right. I don't know. Silly radio stunt to get people to listen to both shows, or is it just passionate fans who have taken things to another level? And then there's the statement by Dan.
Now, this was what he had changed. His original website. Oh, I got this one. That's actually on the website now.
Is that the one I just read? God, he keeps updating. How does yours start?
That 103.3 The Edge and Foupons.com.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, I think that's the one.
Yeah, this guy Dan had posted this website and bashed us and said that we shouldn't be on the air and asked for our removal and everything. Well, the pest got to him, and now this is in place of that last statement that bashed us. Buffalo area listeners, 103.3 The Edge and Foupons.com have requested the removal of this petition. Yeah, how about the pests? I would like to thank those who showed their great Western New York spirit in signing the petition. Dude, you had about 50 people that signed that petition.
There was 181 when it was brought to our attention, but Anthony's still right, because, yeah, a lot of them were our fans.
And then all the rest of them,
after that point,
were pests.
Were our guys.
However, it was never my intention to cause such a division between the Edge listeners. You didn't. Foupons.com, the host of this page, spoke with the Edge and came to the conclusion that my page was doing more harm than good to the team at the Edge. Shred and Reagan and Opie and Anthony are friends outside the radio waves and do not desire to have their listeners against each other. My simple wish was to get the Buffalo community to rally together to support a local radio team that has been with us for over a decade. So support them. So you do? Now support them.
Support them. They got some great opportunities ahead of them.
Right.
This is a good move for them, too. You just don't know that yet.
I would like to formally apologize to Shred and Reagan, The Edge, and O&A, and Foupons.com for any problems this petition has caused. Best of luck to Shred and Reagan. Thank you, Dan.
And I say thank you to the O&A pests.
Of course. No listeners like them.
They're the Luca Brasi of radio.
Oh, aren't they?
Yeah.
Just carry out orders. Don't care what the consequences are.
They have no consequences.
Most listeners under certain situations of normal radio shows would cower when the pests step it up another notch. When they call radio shows and the radio show goes, "We have caller ID here. Here's your number," and they recite the pest's number, the pests give them something back like, "Okay, good. Call me tonight when I'm effing your mother. Like they don't care that they have your phone number, the address, pictures of them. They don't care. They'll send them pictures naked, fully, ready to rock. They're awful with no conscience. They're like the Terminator. You can't reason with them.
And there's other fans that don't like the pest, but it's like when you read these posts, how can you not laugh reading this stuff?
Yeah.
It's funny, man.
It's
how
just
can you
really
not
funny.
Howl?
Yeah, you got to get involved. Go to opieandanthony.com and join one of our fine fan sites. One of the websites, it's all about the O&A Pass. All the links are up there on opieandanthony.com. In other syndicated radio news, we do pay attention to, like I said, to the cities we're on in. We really do. And if anyone else has an update from their city that we're broadcasting in, please give us a call now, or if Karen Buck or anyone from YSP in Philly, if they have an update, the time is now, or send us an email, all right? But I got to hand out the jerseys.
Oh, boy.
Here you go, Anthony.
All right.
Throwing it to you. This will make sense in a second. We're on WCKG in Chicago.
Thank you.
We're so psyched to be back on WCKG. We're starting to make some headway in Chicago, and then we got kicked off the air, so we got another shot to make it happen in Chicago. They're very excited to have us. So today we all have Chicago Bulls jerseys.
Thank you.
Yes.
Now, our names are on the back of the jerseys.
Of course they are.
We all have numbers.
Yes.
And I thought they were just numbers, but Anthony figured out the puzzle.
No, I didn't. I got to give the credit to
Who?
Fan or
One of our guys behind the scenes?
for reading the note that was in with the shirts that said that they did it like this.
Well, my number's 10, and Anthony's is 5, and Jimmy's is 9.
Right.
I'm number 9.
Doesn't mean anything, right?
No, it's just a number.
Till you put them together. 1059.
CKG's trying to get wacky. We might have to slap them around a little bit.
And they requested that we put these on
and stand,
and take a picture
and stand
with them on.
In line.
So what they are going to get is 9,105 because I will not stand in the wackiness.
They want us to be in line so it matches the call, the number of the station.
I figured out how we're going to do this.
All right.
Maybe we don't take the pictures. Maybe we hang on 3 different urinals. We hang these up, and you take the photos in the proper order. We're not doing that. What are we going to do? 105, there's supposed to be a period between the 5 and the 9.
Uh-huh.
So quick, search the building for the right gal.
Get little Molly.
Wait, do we have 3 urinals?
Oh, yeah, in the big room.
Is there 3 or there's only 2 there? We'll do this at XM because there's 3 urinals over there. They get a picture of us taking leaks, and we'll line up that way.
That's right. And I'll have my pants all the way down to my ankle.
All right, we'll have a picture. We'll throw it up on the website. But thank you, WCKG.
Thank you.
But please stop with the wackiness. It doesn't work with our show.
Oh, Jim.
We hate wacky radio.
When I play
But I
ball,
like the jersey.
Jim made a basket. He passes to Jim. Jim.
Oh, we're rocking this morning. Very busy morning on the Opie and Anthony show.
Hey, Buffalo, don't forget a couple of trouble spots. It's Fair Preview Day. You'll find heavier than normal traffic in areas around the fairgrounds. Keep in mind, Southwestern Boulevard at Camp Road is under construction, as well as the road work on Southwestern between South Park and Amsdale Road. Use McKinley Parkway, Clark Street, or Quimby. Just trying to keep it local for Buffalo. That's what Dan was saying. Ass.
Let's get an update from Pittsburgh. Mike, what's up?
What's up, boys? How you doing?
Mike's going to talk for all of Pittsburgh today. Yes,
All
Mike.
right.
Yeah, the radio market.
You got to speak up,
You
sweetie.
got to speak up. Your phone stinks.
Sorry. You heard already that the Alan Cox radio show has gotten pulled off already?
Who's Alan Cox?
He was on the competitive rock channel in Pittsburgh.
Okay.
All right.
And WDVE, they have the staple in Pittsburgh with their morning show.
Yeah, I know all about them. We'll take them out.
They refuse to even acknowledge the fact that you're on the radio.
Of course.
Yeah, they don't want to.
Of course.
They don't want to deal with the pest.
We're paying attention to what's going on in Pittsburgh. Trust me.
Yeah, I love the show, guys. Keep up the good work.
We're still building our army in Pittsburgh.
Mm-hmm.
We don't like to call it an army. We're still building the pest support in Pittsburgh. And we'll have some fun in the near future, my friend. Thank you, Mike.
All right, guys, have a good one.
We are paying very close attention to Pittsburgh. It seems like the show is catching on very nicely, and we're very happy about that.
I have a date there. I don't know. It's not for a while, though. I think it's like to September or something like that. But hopefully get a good indication of whether people are listening out there.
Oh, maybe we could all go down. That would be kind of cool.